Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movie, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam.
And I'm not Adam, I'm Oliver.
You are Oliver. And today we are talking about episodes 2, 3, and 4. So the first half of the season of Fallout. So guys, we have a busy schedule. We unfortunately cannot get to all of Fallout as much as we could with Avatar and everything else. It's just been a lot more hectic. So hopefully next week we will have the rest of the season and the second half review for you. But for right now, we're just going to review the first half. We just got finished watching episode 4, which is a little shorter than the other ones.
Yeah, surprisingly.
And what are your thoughts going into this? Where do you see this? This is definitely like a show that I feel like I enjoy so much, but you enjoy it that much more.
Dude, I love it so much.
Yeah.
The scenes that have happened, and it's crazy because I was talking about this while we were watching, the transition from like either the vault and the wasteland.
Yeah.
It's like something, we experience something in the wasteland, we're like, what the fuck? And then we go to the vault, and it's just like, serene.
Okay, so, but the thing is those transitions are 110% Westworld. That's exactly how Westworld was. It was like right up to a dramatic point, and then
we pop over.
Yeah, but Lost was the same way as well.
That's J.J. Abrams.
He was a part of Westworld.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this is
So we get, like,
this is a lot of like
little
inspirations.
similarities
It's
here.
like definitely like a trickle effect because it's like a domino effect. Because you had J.J. Abrams started it, then he worked with Jonathan Nolan on Westworld, and then this Jonathan Nolan did directed the first 3 episodes of this. So it's like definitely passed down.
Right.
So it's kind of cool, but it definitely gave me those kind of vibes of just like
Episode 2 is
so jarring.
great.
And it's also like we gotta think there's also supposed to be commercial breaks between those times because anyone that pays for
Yeah.
ads would get ads, so it wouldn't be as jarring if you're coming off of an ad break.
Watch Amazon Prime with ads?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think so. I don't know, but I think that's just where they break it. So maybe in different countries there's different ads in different places where you have to watch it. But like it definitely seems less jarring if you go to a commercial and come back to it,
Yeah.
as opposed to like boom to da 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 da.
It's almost better without the commercial break, though.
Kind of. I can see that too.
Hmm.
So I mean, going down this line, so guys, we're not gonna really get into breakdowns of episode by episode. We're just gonna go by characters and their arc. So right now, my favorite character is the Ghoul. I love him
awesome.
so much. So guys, the Ghoul is there's ghouls in the game, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this Ghoul isn't necessarily a game Ghoul,
There is a ghoul in the game that's like a main ghoul, but there's other ghouls in the game.
but is it this character?
I believe so. Literally called the Ghoul.
Okay, so this character, the Ghoul.
But I don't know. Sorry, I don't know in the game if we get background or not. I didn't play that enough.
Okay, so real quick, before I because I want to kind of get into the Ghoul and his backstory of what we're getting of it. In the games, like, are there levels of ghouls like there are in like The Last of Us, where there's levels of like,
Of like clickers?
yeah,
There should be, dude. I can't even compare it because it seems like in the TV show they are comparing levels of ghouls and making this main ghoul that we're following along in the TV show to be like, dude, you've been here the longest.
yeah,
And we ran into Roger.
mm-hmm,
So I think it was episode 3.
yeah,
Yeah, in 3, and dude, the ghoul fucking wipes him.
wipes. And the thing is too, so
Nuts.
prior to this, and somebody just want to look up just to make sure I was correct. Cooper, his last name is, that's what I was trying to figure out. Cooper Howard, is who the Ghoul was pre-war, and he was, it seemed like a TV or movie star as
Right.
well as a father and a loving guy. He was
Yeah,
a caring
dope.
person,
Nice.
and over time, the radiation turned him to what he looks like,
Yeah.
and somehow became the Ghoul in a way to like take these vials to subvert the feral inside of him,
Right,
but been
eventually.
doing it for multiple years because he keeps getting resurrected, per se.
That's what it seems like when he during episode 2.
Yeah, it seemed,
Two.
well, at the end of episode 1, he was resurrected out, but like it just seems like he's always resurrected multiple times and then killed multiple times. So I think like there's no really killing him.
But he killed Roger.
Did he? That's the thing.
But he
Did he?
ate his butt, dude.
Well, yeah. Okay,
Well,
maybe
not like that. But
Well, yeah, but eating him might solidify death, but
I don't know. We need Aaron here.
Right. So yeah, we might actually have Aaron on for the whole season review, just because Aaron definitely has a lot more intake and like,
Mm-hmm.
uh, yeah, he loves the whole Fallout franchise as a whole. So we have the Ghoul, then we also have Lucy, who's really been going through the ringer. Like she's currently like dying per se of dehydration. She's getting fed irradiated water from uh, just stuff that's around, and the ghoul's like kind of forcing her, but trying to make her see that she's eventually going to become like him, or at least the look and the mannerisms in so many ways. But she keeps trying to say like golden rule. And then she ends up biting up off its finger, and he cuts off hers as like an honest exchange, which is kind of crazy. And then we also have Laszlo voicing Snip Snip,
Yeah,
the robot, which was also awesome. And we just get a lot of these cool moments. And I don't really want to get into too much about this because like we still have 4 more episodes, and I don't know too much of this. But before we get into like predictions on what we want to see and what's the coolest thing we've seen so far for you from the game, here is a word from our sponsor.
And thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. With BetterHelp, you could tap into a network of 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who, can help you with a wide range of issues. And like when you start out, you answer a few questions, and any preferences you have for therapy, whether it be for a certain thing you want to try to get over, whether it be maybe too sporadic, anxiety, paranoia, whatever it is that you guys are going through, you can find the right therapist for you by just answering a couple of simple questions. And you can also talk to the therapist that fits mostly for you. If you find out you're not a fit with this therapist, or it's someone that you don't really want to talk to, or just maybe doesn't get you, you're able to change any time, any place, completely for free, which is, I think in my case, a really cool thing. As well as you can get via text with your therapist, you can do video call, you can do just phone call. So like it's whatever you really feel, and you could change it up every single week. If you want to like tell your therapist, hey, I don't think I have time to take a video call, can I just take a phone call on the drive back from work? Like you can just talk to your therapist whenever you need to unwind and make those schedules for yourself. So it's really cool.
Exactly what Adam said. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't right fit for any reason, you can switch it to a new therapist that is a more accustomed to your liking for no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you can get the same professionalism and quality you expect in an in-office therapy session, but with a therapist who is custom picked for you. More scheduling flexibility and at a more affordable price. Get 10% off of your first month at betterhelp.com/nerdlocker. Again, that's 10% off betterhelp.com/nerdlocker, and we will have the link down below in the description.
Remember, guys, mental health is just as important as your physical health. Keep yourselves in check.
And we're back. So another thing that I wanted to go down is, so what's your favorite thing so far from the games that you've seen that you are excited?
It's the little things. So like the Radaway was really important because even like you, as a person that escaped from the vault, you needed Radaway. There was a lot of different items that was in the latest episode we saw. That was the poison that you can actually make items with and such.
Yeah.
You can fucking poison the shit out of people and make bombs and stuff. Snip Snip. Great addition. I think Snips is going to come back because he did try to say, is there any way I could make your day better?
Yeah. He's a robot, so like
someone can repair him because you can repair them in the game if you find them throughout the world.
I mean, you can also repair them in Star Wars, but whatever.
But it's fine. Whatever. I'm trying to think of anything else. What else happened?
I mean,
hold on. Can we the vault section, the Bert? Can we touch on the Bert part?
Okay, so Bert has this interaction with
no Bert. His name's not Bert.
Wait,
no. The gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Is, I forget his name because it doesn't matter.
Her cousin.
Yeah. Bert's wife is like, do you want any of Bert's stuff?
And gives him all of his stuff, and then
shoes, clothes, scarf, and gets fucking wet. What is that?
And the wet is
her water breaking. Dude, that thing floods. Isn't that much? I don't know anything. Is it like?
I guess so.
Dude, that was Niagara Falls. That was crazy.
Dude,
And this was right after the finger-to-finger check. Yeah.
Shit.
This is right after the finger-for-finger scene.
Yep.
So we're like, what the fuck are we watching?
What show is going on right now? It's such like comedic but serious, and then serious and more serious vibes.
Just in like an emotional roller coaster of different scenes.
So like, okay, yeah, this show is definitely something that's gonna be a big thing for us going forward, and we're gonna love this, and hopefully we get season 2. And I don't think it's been a renewal as of yet. But one thing that has gotten renewal that I just want to bring up real fast, Invincible, guys, since we're talking about Prime stuff. Invincible got renewed for seasons 4 and 5.
Damn,
Season 3 has already been done voice work, I think. And I think animation's already been done. So we're going to get season 3 this year, probably, hopefully, at the end of the year. So, guys, we're getting this. Amazon Prime fucking cranking out the hits.
Dude, they didn't stop.
Even Ricky Stenicki. Fucking great movie.
It was good.
Great movie for a small little B-rated comedy movie.
Dude,
Fucking
random thought. Did you see Die Hard?
no.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Where he tries to be an action hero. It's pretty fucking fun.
All right. I guess okay. So
Predictable. Keep that in mind. Predictable but funny.
I guess I mean, in my opinion, overall, I think so far halfway through the season,
And they're like
give
we're on episode 5. So like, what do
I
we
give
think?
Fallout so far a 7.
7? Dude,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like
That's
a
because it
9.
gives me Westworld vibes, because I love Westworld, but I do not
You
know
can get a 9.
anything about Fallout. So like, it's really
I have very
it's
little
like
knowledge.
teetering
but
back and forth.
I'm giving it a 9, dude.
feel like
Just
I'm gonna-
watch. I don't need to play the games to know it. It's a well-made show.
I think it's gonna be an 8 for me by the end of it. I don't know.
Can we talk about like the squishy head, where she stuck the tracker like right up the fucking nose?
Oh yeah, to Ben Linus's fucking
yeah, dude. Just
head. Yeah, that, and then also just like the fucking squishing of the head with the
with the armor, dude.
which they're not showing a lot of Maximus.
They haven't
already
yet.
got-
We did touch on Maximus a little
we
bit.
got some of him, like, it's
But we
season
got some
3,
background.
It seems like we got a good amount, and then we did. I don't know. I feel like overall, it was like it stayed on him for a minute and then quickly passed by him.
Right now, I think Maximus is trying to make a connection with his new squire, who's the person that bullied him
Yeah,
at camp, which I think they're kind of working towards.
I
It's
think
gonna
they're
be
gonna
interesting when he actually pops out of the suit and he's like, "What the fuck, bro?"
yeah. But
So-
after all the times he saved him and stuff, I think it's gonna be like
But they're tracking it real well. He just saved his life in the latest couple episodes. So I think we're gonna get something like a Lucy meets Maximus and
Probably.
type thing. I wouldn't even be surprised if Lucy starts liking Maximus in the suit.
What do you mean, like
Like,
romantically?
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
And then like Maximus is like, I can't leave the suit.
Okay, so
like,
real
I
quick,
wanna do
guys,
stuff.
I just want to put a random tidbit
You know?
into this because we're talking about this. The actor that plays Maximus, his name
Is
is
okay. You play Terminator during this. He does look like Terminator though.
played by Aaron Moten. Guys, I'm not saying that we should, but if we are going to keep continuing Kang in the MCU, I vote for this guy,
He's
Aaron
pretty-
Morton, to play a young Jonathan Majors Kang, because he looks the part. It would be very
He does
seamless.
look like it.
Just put him in his like
How old is he?
Or-
Is he our age?
mid-20s. Aaron Morton is currently
55.
no, he is 34.
Oh damn, dude.
Yeah. So he's about Jonathan Majors' age. How old is Jonathan Majors?
Jonathan was like 40 something, wasn't he?
Hold on.
I think it was 40 something.
Jonathan Majors is 34.
Oh,
Guys,
guy can play a young Jonathan Majors, same age.
guys, just recast. Most of unfortunate, feeble-minded Americans won't know the difference. They won't, and that's the sad part.
Oh
But
my
regardless,
God.
this guy does have like the same mannerisms though, and I feel like he could really pull off that serious part of him
He,
that Kang really has. So I think this could be a version of Kang that we can get, even if he gets killed off. I think that's a good recast and makes a lot of sense and doesn't push too far off the bracket of what you want to do, because you can still acknowledge that he looks a little bit different. Because like, okay, so all right, I'm gonna add one more thing on this.
Mhm.
Speaking of MCU, Captain America, Brave New World, that's coming out in 2025. the new Captain America movie, they aired a little trailer of it at CinemaCon. We haven't seen it yet, but we've got a lot of descriptions of what it was. And in it, we see it's going to be a very high-paced political thriller, just like Winter Soldier.
Okay.
It looks fucking, dude, just based on descriptions. So, like, I'm going to spoil two things, guys, if you haven't heard about it at CinemaCon, but it's going to be in trailers, so you're going to see it. One of the ones is we get to see Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Thaddeus Ross, and he has no mustache. And they make a line about it, just like they did when Don Cheadle took over as.
Oh.
So it's because he's the president now, and it was something along the lines of, yeah, they told me either the election or the mustache, pick one. And so that's why he shaved off the mustache. So now Harrison Ford doesn't have a mustache, or doesn't have to have it to play the same character. The other thing, guys, is at one point while this is happening, he invites Falcon or Captain America, Sam Wilson, and the Falcon, that other guy, Danny something, that like the Spanish guy from Winter Soldier and Winter Soldier and Falcon, whatever, in the TV series.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Took over as Falcon. So they're both like at this UN meeting, and they're talking to Thaddeus Ross or whatever, Thunderbolt Ross, and they are with a bunch of other world leaders, and they also have like Isaiah Bradley there. And then all of a sudden, like apparently something's gonna play out of the speakers after Thunderbolt Ross is like, we have found something, the discovery of a millennia, and it was something from a Japanese like hunting site or whatever, blah blah. Then all of a sudden this music starts playing, and then Isaiah Bradley and a bunch of others like fucking turn like Winter Soldier style and start killing all of these world leaders.
Cool.
Fucking gunning them down.
Dude, it's like no Russian in Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's like fucking Winter Soldier like activated on all these people, including like people that we did not even know. And this whole millennia, like, what did you find after a quarter millennia? A lot of people are speculating, like, oh, in the Wolverine movie in 2013, there was a Japanese site where Silver Samurai was like acquiring all the adamantium and like stockpiling it. So it's like, oh, are they going to cross this now and say, like, we just found a bunch of adamantium? And
Yeah.
Thing of the century, millennia? Dude, MCU's putting the pedal to the fucking metal, because even Thunderbolts got their first new reveal of their official title, and it's Thunderbolts asterisk, and there's a reason for that. Like, they said, don't worry about it. Like, you'll realize sooner than later what that means. So it wasn't like a typo, because everyone's like, oh, what does that mean? Like, to be... No, it's like supposed to be a part of the title of it. It's like, Thunderbolts, like, what is that an asterisk for?
Huh.
Dude,
cool.
It's going to be fucking...
It's going to be wild.
Dude,
It's gonna be a wild ride.
It's probably going to go into Super Soldier stuff, because like we talked about before, all the Thunderbolts that were announced are part of the Super Soldier program. So we're probably going to get into some kind of Deadpool, Wolverine, Weapon X, fucking bullshit mutants. Dude, we're going balls to the wall in MCU.
Damn.
I can't wait, because this is like the X-Men stuff, but it's still going to feel grounded. You know what I mean?
Right.
Until it gets cosmic.
Yeah.
And even after it gets cosmic and multiverse, we're just going to probably come right back to grounded and probably stay there for a little bit longer than we ever have. Because they don't need to go... After you do the multiverse, you can, like, sum it down for a little bit. Because you're about to go to one singular universe. You don't have to go too much far out for a while. Just reset and, like, reprogram memories or blah, blah, blah.
That's going to be nuts.
So...
How much time we got over there?
We have, like, 2 minutes.
All right, so I want to touch on something really quick coming back to Fallout. We're kind of bouncing around a little bit. So at the end of the latest episode, Norm and Chet decide to breach Vault 32.
Yes, they breach Vault 32 and they find some bodies
that have been dead for 2 years.
Yeah, so it was definitely not the Raiders. It was definitely some kind of truth. And
something that's going on.
Games, different vaults do some different crazy shit. But whatever the truth was made it enough for them to all kill themselves.
Right. There's people hanging from the ceiling.
They felt like there was nothing left. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, life did not matter.
And I think the Overseer kind of, like, fucking self-asphyxiated himself. Yeah. It looked really weird. And then Norm checked the logs, and apparently the vault was open from the outside, being Rose McLean. His mom. What the fuck you think about? What is this?
I don't know. There's some kind of...
Because there was something where the Ghoul knows the last name McLean.
Yeah. So there's something there.
So and they took the dad.
Yeah.
Are they... Maybe Rose is still alive?
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. Maybe they're just looking for Rose. Like, where is she? I'm garbage from down the road.
Mine. All right. Other than that, where can they find you,
You can
bud?
find me on the Sphere 21 on any social media platform except for TikTok. I'm Oliver Kahn VA.
And you can find me at AMR Photography. You can find the studio Archangel Studios Official, and you can find this podcast, Nerd Locker Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And we'll see you guys next time.
Ah, man, what a great, glorious day.